Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Do you mind to introduce yourself?
First of all, my name is Muhammad Shafiq Hamdan.
Okay.
I'm a third year vet student in Faculty of Veterinary Medicine of University of Malaysia.
I see. Okay. So, shall we proceed to the part one?
Sure.
Okay. So, what hobbies do you do regularly?
The hobbies that I do regularly, most of the time is surfing internet.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that you can do on the internet, like watching videos. You can chat with someone from far off the other side of the world. You also can buy online stuff. Like there's a lot of online sites like Lazada, 11th Street. But what I like to do most during surfing internet is watching videos on YouTube. There's this one channel called the Infographic Show. It shows that many kinds of topics that but they present it very nicely and very infographically that it draws me to watch their video every time they upload it. And I also like to watch videos about foods from all over the world, like how they prepare their food, and it also shows the diversity and culture. How food influence their culture and all sort of stuff. And also I love to stream Facebook from the internet. Facebook has been around for a long time, and I've been using it since I was 14. I have a lot of friends from Facebook, and most of them are my high school friends, which now lost in contact. So the only sort of connection that I still have with them is Facebook. So I regularly contact with them through Facebook, asking them how they're doing, and it's the kind of way that I still can communicate with them. And also, Facebook is also a way to keep up with the news, the upcoming news. Most people share news, right? So that way I can know how and what's going on with the outside world.
Okay. So, if you have new hobby that you would like to try, what would it be and why?
If there's a new hobby that I can try, it would certainly be training mixed martial arts.
Okay.
I'm always a fan of mixed martial arts since I was 17. So seeing them how they do and their techniques and ability inside the ring, it triggers me to somehow put me in their position. What if I can do what they do? It would certainly be like amazing, right? So if given chance, I would like to train at MMA gym. I know that it will be hard, but if it will be hard because training takes a lot of time and takes a lot of time and effort. But it would be like a sort of investment for myself.
Okay. So, what will your job in the future be?
I'm currently a veterinary student. So obviously, what I will do in the future is I'm going to be a veterinarian, but I'm not going to be the normal clinician, small animal practitioner. I'm thinking of pursuing exotic and wildlife veterinarian. In Malaysia, there's not a lot of wildlife veterinarian. There's there's not a lot of people pursuing that field of veterinary study because first of all, most of them are NGOs. They cannot pay their vets well. So I'm thinking that the number one concern of being a wildlife vet is money concern. And another thing is there's not a lot of studies that being done on wildlife. So if you're being a wildlife vet, you need to be like super intelligent, or you really need to know how to. You really need to know on the animal well, because when you're studying, you're not learning the animal, but you need to treat that animal. So it's some sort of challenge, and I like that kind of challenge because uh, I love wildlife personally, and it's and that sort of challenge will only drive me more towards pursuing wildlife studies.
Okay, let's go to part two. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes for this to talk about it. Okay. So describe a toy you had in your childhood.
A toy that I remember from my childhood is a Green Ranger toys from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series,
Okay.
with the rotating head, the one with helmet, and another one without helmet when you rotate it.
Okay.
Uh, I'm not sure who gave it to me, but if I'm not mistaken, it's my dad. Uh, my dad, my dad rarely gave me gift, but when he did give me gift, I would certainly appreciate it. Uh, I'm about 5 years old at the time, so when I got that gift, I always bring it around with me, even through kindergarten. While playing in the park, I would play with the toy instead of other kids. I'm sort of uh, in my own world with that Power Rangers toys. The thing that I remember about that toy is because I'm still now a Power Rangers fan, and it's sort of like the toy that triggers me to enjoy and like Power Rangers until now. It's the first Power Rangers merchandise that I have.
Okay, so we are going to proceed to part three. So I'm going to ask you a question and you have to answer it.
Okay.
So what is the difference between toys for girls and toys for boys?
For me, for the obvious reason, the difference between toys of girls and boys, it really reflects on how girls and boys when they're adult. It really depends on the adult. Like for example, a female likes makeup and pretty dresses. So the toys for girls would certainly be a doll with pretty clothes, makeup, and also cooking set.
Okay.
It's because we have a perception that a woman loves to cook. So if a woman loves to cook, then surely a little girl, would love to cook. So that's how a toy for girls, like the cooking set, is invented. As for boys, the man likes football, likes war, and likes hunting and stuff. So it'll be like logical if the toys for boys is football, toy gun, I say, like sort of mini cars that they play. It's what it reflects of what an adult male will have on the young boys.
Okay. So should children be allowed to choose their toys?
I think they should choose their own toy. It's because the social stigma that a girl must like dolls and a boy must like tanks and cars and all sorts of that stuff. It can be a sort of abuse, because if the boy, let's say, didn't like cars, but their parent keep forcing him by buying him like cars. It will be like depressing for the kid because he didn't get what he deserved. I mean, he didn't get what he likes. And when he say that he likes dolls, his parent will be infuriated because it's the social stigma itself. A boy cannot like dolls because it would be perceived as gay.
Okay.
They shouldn't. It shouldn't be like that. Children should choose their own toys because it defines who they are. They were the one who play with it.
Okay. The third question, let's make it a bit quick. Do children learn something from toys?
I think they certainly do learn something from toys because children are like sponge. They absorb information and they learn from seeing and also by doing it. If they play with if a girl play with cooking utensil, they will certainly be triggered and be they will be certainly triggered about how real cooks cook their stuff, and so they start to asking their mom or how do you cook eggs, how do you cook rice, and that sort of thing will eventually let its way, and one day maybe that girl can be a really good cook.
So are you still buying yourself a toy even though you're already 21 years old?
Definitely. The last toy that I bought is a Gundam set.
Okay.
It's not a toy for kids, but it's a toy for adults. You need skills to assemble it. But yeah, I still do buy myself toy.
Alright, the last question. Do you still keep your old toys and why?
No, I didn't keep any of my old toys. But if because most of the toys become lost as I grow old. We once moved house around 14 years old, so most of the toys become lost inside the boxes and stuff. If I can retrieve them back, it will be really great to reignite back my memories.
Alright, so that's all for our session. Thank you.